The juxtaposition of true crime and supernatural elements is a compelling narrative, stirring fascination and fear in equal measure. One of the most infamous cases that epitomizes this intersection is the Amityville Horror, a story that blends grotesque reality with chilling spectral phenomena. This episode will delve into the harrowing details of the DeFeo family murders, the subsequent Lutz family's distressing experiences in the same house, and the eerie occurrences that ensued, creating a chilling legacy that transcends the boundaries of reality and the unknown. Yes, Ronald DeFeo and the whole DeFeo and the Lutz family has truly entered the exploration of the dark side. The gruesome story begins in the early hours of November 13, 1974, when Ronald DeFeo Jr. committed a horrific act of violence against his family at their home in Amityville, New York. In a fit of delusion and rage, DeFeo murdered his parents, 2 sisters, and 2 brothers while they slept, using a .35 Marlin rifle. The scene of the crime became infamous, as all 6 family members were found dead, face down in their beds, an indication of the macabre nature of the murders and the psychological turmoil surrounding DeFeo himself. Ronald's defense claimed that he was driven by voices in his head, which he later suggested were the result of supernatural forces influencing his actions. Just over a year later, the Lutz family, seeking a fresh start, purchased the DeFeo home at 112 Ocean Avenue. Unbeknownst to them, their new abode was steeped in horror and bloodshed. The Lutzes moved in on December 18, 1975, only to claim that they were soon besieged by terrifying paranormal events that led them to vacate the premises. Just 28 days later, the family's experiences included unsettling occurrences such as doors slamming shut, cold spots throughout the house, and visions of malevolent spirits. George Lutz reported waking at precisely 3:15 a.m., the same time the DeFeo murders were believed to have occurred, a chilling association that triggered feelings of dread. One particularly harrowing account from the Lutzes was the alleged levitation of family members. During one incident, Kathy Lutz claimed to have been lifted off the bed by an unseen force, which is an experience that many would consider the hallmark of a haunting. Furthermore, strange odors, peculiar sounds, and sightings of a pig-like creature with glowing red eyes contributed to the family's terror, culminating in their abrupt departure. This blend of horrifying true crime and supernatural occurrences creates a narrative ripe for exploration. The psychological impacts of such trauma on the Lutz family were telling. They left behind a home filled with memories not just of familial warmth, but of unspeakable horror. The family's decision to leave behind their possessions further illustrated their desperation and fear, emphasizing a belief that perhaps the malevolent energies tied to the house would follow them, a sentiment echoed in many horrifying tales of hauntings. Critics of the Amityville horror narrative often argue the events were exaggerated for profit, especially following the publication of Jay Anson's book The Amityville Horror in 1977, which, while based on the Lutz family's claims, has been labeled a sensationalized account. The subsequent lawsuits, claims of falsehoods, and the admission of a defense attorney that the Lutz's experiences were concocted during a drunken conversation cast a long shadow over the veracity of their tales. Nevertheless, supporters of the haunting narrative argue that the chilling occurrences experienced by the Lutzes cannot be purely dismissed as mere fabrication. In conclusion, the Amityville Horror serves as a poignant example of how heinous crime can intertwine with the supernatural, leaving behind a legacy that continues to generate intrigue and horror. Whether as a cautionary tale of real-world violence or a narrative steeped in ghostly experiences, the intersection of true crime and the paranormal becomes a collision of rationality and the unexplainable, challenging our perceptions of both humanity's darkest deeds and the unknown specters that may linger in the wake of tragedy. The enduring fascination with the Amityville Horror highlights a societal yearning to understand the confluence of evil and the supernatural, making it a compelling subject for investigation and discussion in the realm of true crime podcasts.